Alright everyone, and welcome back to Season 14 of AOR. Today we've got round 15 of the season and the Singapore Grand Prix. And yeah, this is obviously what happened in Malaysia. I did mention it briefly in my STS video last week, if you saw that, the rant video. But yeah, to start off with, then we got spun off by Die Hard Fan in an instant that didn't even happen on his screen. Then he took out CJ, and he previously took out Matt before that, and apparently none of those incidents happened on his screen because great game. Then on the next lap we come out of turn 4 and yeah, our screen freezes. You'll also notice it's raining even though we're on dry tyres. Yeah, nice glitch there as well. And yeah, our screen is frozen then. And oh yeah, we finally get it back now then. Apparently Matt 2-on-2 has left the session. And yeah, then we lose connection to Xbox Live. And that was our Malaysia race then. Our first non-finish in AOR, unfortunately. And yeah, that couldn't have gone much worse for us then because P1R Brown took the win in that race. And yeah, what had been a 56-point lead then was cut down to just 31 then going into this race then, the Singapore Grand Prix. And as I said, this is, well, I didn't say, but I said it in the STS video that yeah, this is actually a rerun then. There wasn't actually meant to be an AOR race this week, but yeah, because the Singapore race from a couple of weeks ago went to complete shit, then we had to redo it this week on the what was meant to be the break week. But some of what happened in that one, a lot of people lost connection sort of towards the end of qualifying and sort of like the race start. And yeah, we actually continued with the race because I don't think anyone really realised sort of what we were meant to do, whatever. But yeah, it wasn't until those of us who got to the end actually realised that, you know, maybe it should have been restarted. But yeah, there was a vote, and yeah, but most people voted for it to be run, so yeah, that's what we're doing now then. In that initial race, yeah, no surprise that Brown took the win in that one then, because yeah, obviously he's been on some very good form lately. We were second in that one. It was one of the most boring races I've ever had, and yeah, that was really down to a lot of the disconnections, and also the few people that were still in that race also got screwed over, I think. I mean, I remember I was in sort of a battle with Matt sort of early on in that race, and then he got taken out, I think. So yeah, overall it's just very much a race to forget, and yeah, it will never see well, the light of day or whatever. It'll never be on YouTube, whatever. And yeah, we come across the line then in this wet qualifying, and yeah, we bit into the barriers as we lose the back end, but we qualified third then, which I was quite happy about, as Brown took pole then. It was Franglish who took pole in the initial race who qualified second then. And yeah, sadly only 9 people racing this week. Maybe, I don't really know why. Maybe it's because it was the break week and not everyone was expecting to be here. But anyway, as you see, it is going to, well, start dry, then be wet in the middle, and then go back to dry right at the end. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Then I actually decided to start on the super soft tyres instead of the ultra softs here, just yeah, just to make sure that we got to the rain stint without having to pit. As the lights come on now then, and away we go in Singapore. And it is not the best start, but still a decent one then, as Brown goes to cover Franglish towards turn 1. Interestingly then, Franglish going for the ultra soft tyres then, well, me and Brown, also LGS and Midget behind us then are on the super softs, as we had a little bit of contact there, I think, from behind in turn 3, but yeah, we get away with that then, and we stay in P3 for the time being then. But yeah, we don't get the best run there out onto this long straight then down towards turn 6 or 7. I'm going to have to go defensive here then from Midget, but it looks like we managed to cover that then. And yeah, we stay in third place then, as Franglish is all over the back of Brown and for the lead. As yeah, we're still struggling quite a bit here then on these super soft tyres on this first lap of the race. And yeah, not really got much pace it looks like. But yeah, on to lap 2 then. We did have a little bit of a gap now then, but yeah, as you see there, Franglish actually takes the lead from Brown. And we do actually close up again once again. And yeah, if we can't beat the top 2 today, then it really would be helpful for us for Franglish to beat Brown. Obviously 3 points over 10 like loss for us would obviously be much better, as yeah, not much happens for us then during the first stint of the race, but then on lap 9 it does start to rain. So yeah, I was quite happy with the decision to go with super soft here then, because well, I think you'd be alright either way, to be fair, but yeah, just having that little bit more grip maybe than ultra soft tyres would be helpful. And by the end of lap 12, Franglish and Brown had both pitted. Then I actually decided to stay out here. I didn't think it was quite ready, but yeah, the lap times were certainly dropping off, and yeah, by the end of this lap I certainly did feel that it was time to pit, as we do lock up slightly there and break our front wing. That's not actually the end of the world, because we did have a big gap behind Descent and Midget and also Coldhead, who had also decided to stay out, so we should be able to repair our front wing without losing any positions. But unfortunately, if Franglish and Brown have pitted too early, then it really makes no difference now, because yeah, we're going to have lost a lot of time. But for what it's worth, I think they did actually call it just right in terms of their changeover to Inters there. So yeah, we're going to come in now then, we're going to have that front wing change, and there goes the DRS there. And yeah, it was certainly this lap then, the time to pit. And yeah, well, certainly by this lap anyway. And yeah, on to the intermediate tyres we go then. Luckily, as I say, we are still comfortably in P3, but yeah, Franglish and Brown have long gone by this point. And yeah, as I say, Franglish then still holding back Brown for the leads. And yeah, for us, if we're going to be third today, then that is obviously the better result for us. And yeah, we're in third place, and yeah, this race really was for me as boring as the original race, unfortunately, for the most part. And yeah, you can see it does change to heavy rain for a while, but yeah, the Inters stayed fine, as you would expect really on this game. They're pretty good in all, well, in any wet conditions, the Inters. And yeah, there was no real need to change over, as we were 17 seconds actually behind that battle for the lead. But yeah, on now then to lap 27, and just 5 laps to go now. And as you can see, the rain is now stopping. So yeah, you can see the track has already dried quite a bit here then. But yeah, obviously in the heat of Singapore, it's probably going to dry pretty quickly here then. So we'll have to see what this actually means to the race. And by the end of that lap, I did actually think it may have been ready, but I did decide to start one more lap because it was still looking a bit damp. And then the lap after, DRS gets enabled, and we are getting that strategy call now to change over to the dry tyres. And I was thinking at this point that yeah, it probably was the right decision, because yeah, we may lose track position here then if people don't pit, and yeah, we'll be way off the lead. But I mean, if it is ready for dry tyres, then they should be, you know, well over 10 seconds faster per lap than the Inters. So you might as well pit, because yeah, it probably is overall quicker to actually do so at this point, even if there is only 3 laps left. So we're going to come in now then for the pit stop. We're just hoping it works out then, because yeah, LGS has overtaken us now then, and that's knocked us off the podium. But yeah, Coldhead and Midget also do the same then. They're both in for the ultra soft tyres, so we'll have to see now then. Was this the right call with 3 laps to go then? Is the track dry enough? And going around these first few corners, it did seem to be pretty good. It was still a bit damp, but yeah, certainly had a good amount of grip here then. And by the end of that lap, LGS had spun on those intermediate tyres. So yeah, it was starting to look like a pretty decent decision here then. We've lost nothing from doing this now then. We're back up to third. And Brown and Franglish have stayed out then. 34 seconds is the gap now then. And by the end of the first sector, we've taken 5 seconds out of that then. So yeah, it's looking pretty good at this point then for us. As by the end of sector 2, another 9 seconds have come out of it, would you believe, as we set a purple sector there. And as we start the final lap, we set the fastest lap of the race. Here's another 9 seconds that come out of the lead then. Just 11 seconds now is the gap, which is the closest it's been since, well, the pit stops for the initial changeover to Inters, as Midget sets the fastest lap of the race there then. And yeah, well, can we do it then? We're 9 seconds a sector faster by the looks of things. And yeah, Franglish has a bit of a gap over Brown, but at this rate it's certainly looking like we will catch Brown, as we are only 6 seconds behind. But as we go around the next corner, we can see him there struggling for grip. And yeah, there he is then, on what is now pretty much a bone dry track. And yeah, round the left-hander then, and we had to brake just to not run into him there. And yeah, with no grip on those tyres, we just managed to drive straight past and into second place. This is now turned into, well, a very crucial result then, because yeah, it was looking like he was going to take points off us in the championship then, but yeah, we've managed to overtake him then, and yeah, now suddenly all of a sudden we're looking like we might actually be able to shout at the win here then, as we're less than 6 seconds behind Frankish then, going into the final sector of the race, and yeah, we can see him there just round the corner, and well, can we catch him before the end of this race then? Only a few corners to go now then, but we're so much quicker than the ultra soft tyres are have so much more grip than the Inters in these conditions, and there he is then right in front of us, only a few corners to go, and he runs wide there, then we managed to drive around and just about avoid contact, and with only 2 corners to go we've somehow found ourselves in the lead of this race, and we're going to come around the final corner, take the checkered flag, and somehow win the Singapore Grand Prix. I have no idea how I know if that managed to happen, but yeah, I was pretty much lost for words at that point. And just like, you thought Baku had all the drama on the final lap, but it was just like Singapore said, hold my beer, and just gave us an even more crazy like final lap, and yeah, we like not had a sniff of it all race, and then like we take the victory somehow. I mean, just unbelievable drama at the end there, and yeah, I do certainly feel very bad for English, because he did do a very good race there, obviously holding off Brown for most of it, and then yeah, only 2 corners to go, so yeah, that is a huge thing for him then, to only finish third in the end, because I think Coldhead had that 20-second penalty removed because it was an unfair one. But yeah, unbelievable drama in that one then, and a track that I really hate in real life because of a certain dramatic moment in last season's real life championship. Sort of redeemed itself a little bit now then. I do like it maybe a little bit more now, but yeah, as I say, like, even just like watching it back now, like, I still have no idea how on earth that managed to, like, you know, fall into place so well. But yeah, a crazy ending then, and yeah, it does actually open up our championship lead once again then. We've got a 50-point lead then with 5 races to go. It's far from over, because if another Malaysia happens, then obviously it's all to play for once again. But yeah, that's certainly a nice cushion to have going into the final 5 races. And yeah, hoping for another good result the next time out at my favourite track, the Japanese Grand Prix. And yeah, if it's as dramatic as that one, then well, who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, that is it then for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I shall see you next time for, yeah, Japan. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.